All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome to our Wrap Having Team Zoom. Noelle Cruz, Presidential Diamond with It Works Global, and I will be having Brooke Phillips, Presidential Diamond, joining me here shortly. I am so proud of all of you this month. You guys, our team has had over 600 enrollments alone, and this has just been an absolutely killer month. We have some amazing new up-and-coming rock stars that have joined us, and some of you are brand new to our family, and I am just so excited to have you. I'm so excited to have your fresh energy. I'm so excited that you took a chance and joined us for maybe this $20 promotion or maybe with the Fit 15 promotion, and I'm just excited to see you take that $99 or that $20 and turn it into six figures a year, because I was able to do that 5.5 years ago. I took a $99 investment and I turned it into $200,000 a year. And you guys have the opportunity to do the exact same thing if you stay plugged in and just really just learn to work your business every single day. So we are going to be talking to some people tonight who, give me just a second, I need to make sure I mute everybody again. We are going to be talking to some people tonight who are out there doing this, guys, who are putting people into the computer, who have the customers, who have the distributors, who are doing the work day in and day out, and all of their lives look drastically different. So I'm so excited for you to meet all of them. If you have any questions, please post them in the chat. I did want to let you guys know that in 30 minutes, Laurel Greider, who's a double diamond, is doing another working Zoom, but I actually asked her to record that for us because I feel like you guys are going to get so many good tips on this Zoom tonight that I want you to be able to stay here and just hear what these ladies have to share, and then you can actually go back and you can do that working Zoom based off of the recording. I have the recording of last night's working Zoom posted in the team page, and you can obviously grab that and work along with her with the recording. And so that's one of the ways that you can build your business, is just by hopping on these working Zooms and doing these things together, okay? So you guys, 2 weekends ago, let me look at my calendar. Oh my gosh, was it already that long ago? No, it was, it was a week and a half ago, you guys. We were down in Florida for the Bradenton green carpet, and our headquarters is in Bradenton, Florida. Originally we were from Grand Rapids, Michigan, and they relocated to Bradenton, Florida because Mark and Cindy Pentecost, our CEOs, discovered that nobody wants to come to Michigan in the middle of winter for conference. And I live in Michigan, and you guys really don't want to come here in the middle of winter. It's yucky. And so they relocated to Florida so that we could all go to Florida a couple times a year and actually enjoy our business on the beach, which is amazing. So I was in Florida with a bunch of you, and it was an absolutely fabulous time. And you guys, like, these events, these corporate events are life. One of the biggest things that you need to do every single month for your business is you need to get on the events calendar. It's events.itworks.com, and you need to see what is in your area. If there's a one team, one mission, if there's a mini boot camp, anything that you can get your hands on, you want to put it on your calendar. And you really want to check that calendar every 2 weeks to see if there's anything new popping up in your area. Because if you're not getting plugged into these events, you will eventually fizzle out. And I don't want to see any of you fizzle out. I want to see all of you go straight to the top, to Ambassador Diamond, to change your family's legacy, and you could do that, okay? But I actually wanted to bring on Stacy Rose, who is somebody that was there with me at Green Carpet, so I'm going to unmute her. And you guys, Stacy's not feeling too well right now, so hi, how are you?
Doing good. How are you?
I'm good. Are you okay?
Good. I'm nervous about being on here, but I'm good.
Okay, so Stacy, tell everybody who you are and where you're from and how long you've been in the business.
My name is Stacy Rose. I'm from Lake Los Angeles. Been in the business for years. I am Ruby. I am structured now diamond, so I'm excited about that. From Green Carpet. Yeah, Green Carpet was amazing.
Okay, so what about Green Carpet was amazing? Like, what was your experience? I mean, most people here have never been to a corporate event. They've never been to a Green Carpet. What happened there? What was that like for you?
I have to say, this was my 4th event with the company, and this was absolutely the best of it. Like, it was slap crazy. It started out I got lucky that I got to pick you up from the airport. So I got to spend 3 hours with you without anybody around. I got to pick your brain and just have one-on-one time with you, and that was freaking amazing. But then it just topped off with being in a house with other women. Like, it was just crazy. Like, we bonded, we cried together, we laughed together, we shared our dreams together, and it was just amazing. Like, when I hear people say, it's kind of like when people say, I don't have to go to church to be a Christian. Yeah, you do. Because you need to surround yourself with people that love you, that's going to uplift you, that has the same vision as you. Because I can tell you that's one of the biggest things that helped me with Green Carpet, was being in that house with all of you was slap amazing. Mm-hmm. Just amazing.
Yeah, that's amazing.
The other biggest thing that happened for me was sitting in front of Stephanie Dunn. Like, she just looked at you eye to eye, made you feel like a real person, and literally just poured into you. Like, it was crazy. And so her video is like priceless to me, because I recorded her the whole time. I was one of those people, like, everybody was around messaging, and I was like, I just couldn't move. Like, I soaked it all in. So it was amazing.
That's amazing. Yeah, you guys, if you don't know, Joel and Stephanie Dunn are our #1 income earners, and they're just the sweetest people in the whole world. And those of us who went to Green Carpet actually got the opportunity to, after the event was over, I mean, we do everything together. And so after the event was over, we went out and we had a really delicious dinner, and then we got to spend the night on the beach with Joel and Stephanie and their entire team, surrounded by a fire pit, and just working and learning. And people are, she was giving us, ideas, and I was having her walk me through a conversation on Instagram, with a gal that I had been talking to for a long time, and just literally, like, the actual event, like the actual corporate event, is amazing, and it's what you need to stock your fire, and it's what you need to, like, refill your cup. But that extra time outside of the event is where the magic happens. And so when you get to an event, you get to spend all that extra time with these people, with your team. And so it's magical, right?
It was crazy. I mean, it was crazy, because that's one thing that I can tell you guys, like, seriously, the best thing about this business is when you lock arms with people that have that same vision as you, and you become friends. It's a business at that point.
So Stacy, you left Green Carpet and you filled your cup way up, and tell us what your enrollments have been since you left that event 10 days ago.
I've signed 13 distributors and 1 loyal customer.
It's pretty stinking amazing. How many of you guys want to sign 13 distributors and 1 loyal customer? Everybody should be raising their hand. I'm so proud of you, and I'm just so excited, you guys. If you have not gotten your ticket yet, Michigan Green Carpet is coming up the first weekend in October. Like I said, get on the events calendar. Tickets are available right now. You do not want to miss this event. This is your last event before conference, which will be early next year, and you do not want to miss this event. I'm actually looking for a house for our team. So if you do have your ticket, I want to hear from you right away that you have your ticket, that you're coming, because I would love to welcome you into that house if we have enough spots, and those spots are going to go to the first handful of people who actually get their tickets. But like I said, I would love to be able to have as many people from our team in that house as possible. And we are just going to have a blast. And after the event, we are also going to go get to spend some time with our Black Diamonds, which is just incredible, because they're amazing people, and they open up their home to Chad and Jerry's team, which is so cool. So you guys, it's going to be incredible. Make sure that you get your tickets. They're like $30 or something ridiculous like that. You have to make this investment in your business. So thank you so much, Stacy, for sharing. Okay, you guys, so I really wanted to, $49 for Green Carpet, $49. I have a discount code because I went to conference, and when you buy your conference ticket, any of you who bought your conference ticket, whether you attended conference or not, you actually get a discount code to get cheaper tickets for all of the events for the rest of the year. So I think my ticket was like $34 or something like that. So it's not $49 if you bought your conference ticket. So you guys, I just really wanted to bring people on here tonight that could give you tips how to work your business, and just teach you how they're having success. So the first person I want to actually bring on is Chelsea Scholes, and I'm going to find her and unmute her. Hey girl, how are you?
Good.
Good. Okay, so Chelsea actually has been in the business for 7 weeks, and she has brought in 8 distributors and 14 loyal customers, and she has just been on point with her social media like since the day that she started. And so I really wanted you guys to meet her so that she could share with you the magic of how she is managing her life and her business and putting these people into the computer. So Chelsea, tell everybody who you are and where you're from.
So obviously I'm Chelsea Scholes. I'm from Houston, Texas, but I live in St. Helen, Michigan. I have 3 kids and I'm pretty busy, but I'm loving the business and having some pretty positive success, I think, with it so far.
Awesome. So, okay. So give everybody a social media tip. Like talk to people about what your social media looks like.
So whenever I make a post, first of all, I try to post only about products that I'm trying or have knowledge on. I study them so that I know what I'm talking about. And then whenever I do make a post, I just really try to be relatable. And I think the longer and the more detailed it is or the funnier it is, the more people react to it. And also I think the picture that you post has a lot to do with it too, because if you can get that attention through the photo, then they're going to read the post. Mm-hmm. So
yeah, you're right. You guys, like, as far as social media is concerned, your photos, I mean, a picture's worth 1,000 words, right? And so, you'll learn that you don't necessarily have to post a photo that goes along with your post. I could post a photo of me and my kids and post about, whatever. It's going to be different every single time, but your picture does need to be clear, crisp, good lighting, attractive, all of these things, right, Chelsea?
Yes, absolutely.
Awesome. Okay, so give everybody a tip for signing customers, signing distributors, and really closing the deal.
So I think the reason that I've had good luck with this is because I follow up constantly, and I'm not just super pushy with them. I'm honest with them, and I just try to build relationships. You gave me that tip actually, as opposed to just being pushing product and being a super pushy person. I've just been talking to them and building relationships with them. And I mean, every distributor that I have, I'm messaging them every day and I'm trying to be encouraging, and that's basically it. I'm just there and trying to be real with people.
Awesome. And how are you finding the majority of your customers?
I'm reaching out. I'm going every single day. I don't care. I mean, I babysit. I've got 3 kids at home and it's summer and I'm going crazy, but I'm messaging people and I'm doing host to post back to back like crazy and just working it the best I can.
So you're posting and you're asking.
Oh yeah, absolutely. All day.
Posting, asking, and following up. You guys, those are, I think that you will hear a lot of that on the Zoom tonight. So awesome. Well, Chelsea, you're absolutely rocking it. So thank you for sharing your tips with us tonight.
Yeah, no problem.
Okay, you guys, the next person we are going to talk to is Chantel Ortiz. Let me see if I can find her. Chantel, if you unmute yourself before I find you.
Yes.
Hi.
Hi.
I don't see you yet. Hold on, I got to change screens. There you are. Hi, how are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm good. Okay, you guys, I want to introduce you to Chantel. She signed 2 weeks ago, and she has already put in 7 distributors and 16 loyal customers in 14 days. She is eligible for a $1,000 Ruby bonus in August, and obviously the $5,000 Emerald bonus in September, and I have no doubt that you're going to reach those things. So tell everybody where you're from and a little bit about you.
Okay, I'm from Ventura, California. Born and raised. I have a 5-year-old and I have a 7-week-old.
You have a 5-year-old and a 7-week-old. You guys didn't hear her. Yeah. Okay, awesome. Okay, so give everybody, first of all, a social media tip.
Well, my social media tip is kind of what Chelsea said. The picture has to be really attractive. Not really posting too many, I've noticed before and after pictures. I think that's more when you go into conversation with them, but more towards like your personal life and the product, like as well as like what you said. So kind of just make it like you said, the picture doesn't really have to go with what you're saying in the post. And I notice that's where I get a lot of customers from, is they want to see the real you, but also selling the product and selling the company.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so where are you finding the majority of your distributors?
Distributors, just everybody. Actually, like, don't judge and don't discriminate. That's what I've learned mainly in this business, is you cannot think like, oh, that person doesn't want to join and that person won't like the product or they won't want to do the business. The least person you expect wants to do it. So I actually was just talking to one of customers. I just thought he wanted the coffee or the keto products, and he's like, no, I want to be a distributor as well. It's like, oh, okay. So ask.
Yeah, that is a huge tip, you guys, and I think that never be afraid to ask, right? Because like you said, there's a gentleman who you think would just want the products and he wants to join your team. Like, that's crazy. That's crazy. That's awesome. And that's actually one of my biggest tips is when I'm getting ready to close a customer, I will ask them, you know, I can absolutely get you set up with this product today. Or if you're interested in joining my team, I can teach you how to make money while you're using this product. What would you like? And I mean, you know, half the time they'll say, no, thanks, I just want to be a customer, but you just planted a seed. And the other half the time they'll say, oh, well, I don't know, tell me a little bit more about that. Okay, so no matter what, you planted a seed. And sometimes they go on your distributor follow-up list.
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, so you guys, Chantel, you signed, and I think within 24 hours you would put me in about 50 post-to-post messages, three-way chats. And I mean, like, she just blew me up. So when you sign and your enroller says, hey, go do this host-to-post message for me and blow up my inbox, we're serious. Like, we are serious. Which so many loyals is because you literally just messaged so many people. So you've signed 16 loyal customers so far. How many people do you think that you've actually had conversations with?
Over the phone?
No. Just like well, either over the phone or through Messenger or whatever.
How many? Oh gosh, at least 300.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, that's awesome. That's awesome, and I love that because, you know, that just shows that you can't just go out and talk to 20 people and 16 of them sign, right?
Exactly. You're going to get a lot of no's, but you will get that yes. Awesome. So, and like you said, you're planting that seed, so they may not want it right that moment, but in a couple of weeks, in a month, they may want it. So that's a good thing. Like, I had a couple of them that they said no, and then all of a sudden they just sent their information to me, their name, credit card, all of that, without saying, hey, I'm joining, or I want the product. I was like, whoa, I guess you want to join.
That's awesome. That's so good. Well, congratulations. I'm so stinking proud of you. And I know that you have a brand new family at home and you're just trying to juggle everything, but you are doing amazing.
Yeah. Thank you.
See you soon. Okay, Brooke, I'm going to unmute you if I can find you. Hey, how are you? Hi. Okay, you guys, so this is Presidential Diamond Brooke Phillips. She is a rock star, and she has 2 new girls who promoted to Ruby, and I can't wait for you guys to hear from them.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yeah, and do I need to unmute them?
I don't know. I didn't unmute myself because you did it. So I'm going to bring on here first Kaylin, and just really quickly, I want you guys to know how we met each other. I was doing host to post. She was somebody who commented on my friend's host post wanting the coffee, and I messaged her all the details about the coffee. I really think that it came down, I don't remember exactly, but she didn't order the coffee. She stopped responding and wasn't really interested. I felt like that's what I felt like. And then it was probably, and I didn't follow up. I didn't reinitiate that conversation ever. Like, you know, I felt like she was kind of one of the people that I just felt like wasn't interested. And then it was a couple weeks after that, she messaged me and she was like, hey, I want to do the business, out of nowhere. And she's somebody where originally someone that I kind of would have thought like, okay, like randomly this girl tells me she wants to do the business, like, okay, sign up. But honestly, I didn't know what she was going to do. You know what I mean? This girl signed up in the business and literally like within her first week was signing customers like crazy. She was signing distributors. She was so teachable. She just went Ruby. She got $1,000 bonus and she's literally about to go, she signed her husband up. He's going Ruby in August and then she is going to go Emerald in August. So it's literally happened over the last couple weeks since she's been in the business. So did you already unmute her?
Yes.
Okay. Are you on here?
Yes. Hi.
Hi. I'm so excited. Okay. So will you kind of share a little bit about who you are that I didn't already share, where you're from, and then like how long time frame you've been in the business?
Yeah, my name is Caitlin, and I live in Hamilton, which is a very small town of about 200 people. And I've been in the business since April 27th, so I just hit my 3-month mark, and I'm loving it.
Okay, and then will you kind of share what your like day looks like? Are you somebody who is like has all this free time, or like what do you do throughout your day?
Well, I have a crazy 2.5-year-old and a 4-month-old, so my days are not exactly easy, I guess, but usually I wake up before my kids wake up, and so I start messaging then. Some people may think that it's early to message, but 9 times out of 10, the way I think about it is, as a mom, I'm up earlier than my kids, and I am awake longer than my kids. So I message really precisely in the morning, and really I message a lot at night too, because that's when moms have time to sit down and actually be on their phones and respond to you. So I do message during the day sometimes, and a lot of times the messages I do during the day are from host to host. I don't really initiate actual messages during the day unless it's from a host to host.
Okay, so she's a full-time mom. She has precious little baby girl that I want to steal. Why did you start the business in the first place? Like, okay, I guess from talking to you about the coffee and then not kind of going any further to wanting to do the business, why did you finally message me and want to start?
I think my initial thing about the coffee was I had tried so many things and they didn't work, and so I was just so hesitant about it. And then my husband and I were talking one day, and we were so tired. Our card just got declined, and we hate that more than anything. My husband, he gets paid a decent amount of money, but we are just so bad with money. And so getting our card declined is just so embarrassing in that moment, and it just takes a lot from you. And finally I looked at him, I said, we have got to do something. We have to do something. I used to work as a parent at the school, and I'd make around $600, $650 a month, and that just wasn't cutting it, because that's basically how much it is for daycare for 2 kids. So I said, I can't do that anymore. So I've got to find a way that I could stay home and make the money that we need. And he said, message Brooke. He's like, you have always talked about, wanting to get healthy again, and that's just going to be an easy way for you to do it. Get healthy and get paid to do it, so why not do it? And so I messaged her, and I got started.
Okay, really quick, since you're just talking about that, I think it's important for you to touch on, like, you don't have to go into uber detail, but what we were talking about the other day as far as you had done other things like this before, and how you kind of was just like hesitant with even with the business, like actually being able to work because you've had experience where you really weren't seeing the success that you wanted.
Yeah. So I used to sell Premier Jewelry also, and I did make 50% off of everything I sold through that company, but I was having to go to parties 3 to 4 times a week, and I was having to be away from my family, and that's not what I wanted. I wanted to be able to stay with my family to make that money. And I also sold some candles, and with that company, I was only making maybe on a good month $50 a month, and it wasn't worth it for me because I was spending my money to get product, and it just wasn't worth it. And then so when I do this one, it's like I have cried so many times to my husband, and I'm like, this has been such a big blessing to our life. And I don't have to keep stuff on hand. I do because I use the products, but I don't have to. I don't have to do this. I don't have to do these things, but I do because of the payout of it is so amazing. It's so worth it.
Okay, so you just said you made on a good month $50 with that one company a month. How much was your first It Works paycheck?
$202 was the actual check, but with Fast Start bonuses, I got $800 in my first month.
And you're about to see another huge check in just a couple of weeks.
I know, I'm so excited.
I'm so excited. I know you're gonna message me and be freaking out when you see that paycheck.
I looked at the calendar the other day and I'm like, okay, what day is the 15th on? Like,
I'm so excited for you. Okay, and then before I get into the last couple of things, over the last 3 months, do you feel like you've struggled at all? And if so, with what?
I feel like my May was super easy in the breeze. I signed distributors and customers at my wazoo, and I couldn't keep up. And then in my June, it was very slow. I messaged, but I would be completely honest and tell you that I didn't message as much as I did in May, and I could definitely tell. I didn't sign near as many people, near as many customers, and I actually had messaged you and told you, like, I am so frustrated right now. Like, I did so good in May, and my June was awful. Like, I was so frustrated, and that made me realize that slacking and taking off doesn't help you at all. It just puts you back. And it's so simple just to send the message. Just do it. Because then if you don't do it, then you get so far behind and you get frustrated like I was, and you're stuck.
So then moving forward after the struggle in June, what do you feel like you did that helped you succeed in July to go Ruby?
I have a checklist that I had got off another Zoom. I can't remember what one it was. But I have a checklist, and I follow that checklist every single day. And if I don't do something on that checklist, then I know that I made an excuse. I made an excuse to not do that part. I made an excuse to not message, to not follow up with that person. And honestly, when my kids are sleeping, that's a lot of the times when I follow up with people who I had talked to the day before. And also with the whole sticky note thing that you and Noelle taught us, I do the sticky notes. And if I see at the end of the month that I had a sticky note left, and I know that I made an excuse to not have what's on that sticky note.
I love that. I'm so freaking proud of you. Seriously, I'm so proud of you. I'm so excited
loving it.
for you. And the last thing I just want you to share with people is, like, what would be your biggest tip you could
I
give
would
somebody?
say maybe some people like to go extravagant with messages and conversations, and to me personally, what works for me is keeping it simple. And I had watched a Zoom, and I've watched YouTube videos, and they all say keep it simple. The more you overcomplicate it, the more people get confused, have questions, and get they feel like you're, like the girl said, being pushy. Just keeping it simple has made it so easy for the customers to come to me. I don't have to feel like I'm going to chase them. When I keep it simple, I feel like they're approaching me, asking the questions, and ordering the product.
I love that. Seriously, I think that's one of the biggest things that I struggled with for so many years was not keeping it simple. And since really, I just started doing that myself a couple months ago, and I've been able to recruit more people, get more customers, because I'm just keeping it simple and I'm not trying to overcomplicate it. Like, I will know what to say during most conversations because I just keep it so simple and basic,
Yeah.
So I love that. Well, Caitlin, I'm so freaking proud of you. I know that August is going to be an incredible month for you and your family. You're going to get another $6,000 in bonuses. We're going to get our head down and we're going to do whatever we have to do to make it happen. So thanks for getting on here and just talking with everybody and sharing the success you had.
And Caitlin, I just want to say something really quick. You guys, this girl is absolutely amazing. I think that, she signed on with Brooke Phillips, Presidential Diamond. She has all of the coaching that she needs. But I think that one of the things, Caitlin, that really stuck out to me with you is that you reached out to me. You literally reached up the line just for additional support. And I think that, through that, you heard a lot of duplication. You heard me tell you a lot of the things that Brooke was telling you, which probably stuck in your mind like, oh, maybe I should do it that way. But then you probably heard maybe a little bit of a different tweak on things that helped you really become unique in your own business. And the fact that you weren't afraid to reach up and reach out and learn from different leaders speaks volumes, because so many people are afraid to message anybody other than their sponsor. And really, we are all here. All of your leaders are here for you 1,000%. So I just love that you reached out and you reached out and you're killing it.
That's one thing that, another thing that I highly suggest is to reach out. They're there to help you. They're not there to make fun of you if you have a question. They're not there to knock you down. They're literally there to pick you up. And I seriously don't go a day without messaging Brooke. I don't. I still ask questions every single day. I still have her tell me what to say to people sometimes, and that's what she's there for, and I utilize Brooke daily. So
I love you. I'm so proud of you. I know Noelle told me you were talking to her. I'm thinking, holy crap, like, that's just freaking amazing. Because like Noelle said, I'm that person who is scared. I would never reach out to somebody because I'm just so shy and like so quiet that I would not been able to do that. And when Noelle told me that, I was just thinking like, holy crap, like I am seriously so proud of her. You're doing things that's going to get you to places that literally you can't even think about right now. Like seriously, you're becoming an incredible leader, and I'm just so proud of you.
thank you.
So, good point, Noelle. Okay, so now I'm going to have Megan hop on here. And before I have her hop on here, I think it's so important that I tell you guys just a really quick story about me and her. This girl is somebody who I somehow became friends with about over 4 years ago. Me and her became friends on Facebook. She was in Alaska, I believe, whenever I was in Alaska. And I sent her a friend request on Facebook. I talked to her about the products, never really had talked to her about the business until like 2 years ago. But talked to her about the products. She never ordered. And then we talked about the business. She was going to sign up. Love you, Megan. But I'm just being honest because I think it's important for people to know that she was going to sign up. Her husband was going on deployment. And she was like, you know what? As soon as he leaves, I'm going to sign up the next day. And like literally after that day, I didn't hear from her for like, not even kidding you guys, 2 years. And she's somebody who, she was like on my dream team. Like when I looked at her, I thought, oh my gosh, like I want this girl to be on my team. What have I done to make her not want to be on my team? And so, you know, for the next 2 years, I just kept posting. I kept doing what I do. I kept being persistent. If I seen anything she posted, I would like it on her Facebook page. You know, I wasn't trying to be overly annoying, but I wanted her to know like, hey, like I see your stuff. You know what I mean? And so out of nowhere, she messages me on, I'm ready to join your team. And to be honest, I was kind of in shock. I was like, I called my husband actually. Either we were on the phone or I called him. I'm like, holy crap, this girl who's been watching me for almost 4 years said she wants to sign up. And he was like, okay, sign her up. And I was like, I just literally can't believe it. Like, she's been watching for so long. You think she's going to sign up? And he was like, I don't know, just send her your link. Well, I had kind of gotten sidetracked, forgot to send my link. And she messaged me again and she was like, hey, I'm ready whenever you are. Long story short, she signed up in the business. She has been in the business for a couple weeks. She's signed over 30 loyal customers, multiple distributors, you guys. She's literally been killing it. She just promoted to Ruby. She promoted to executive as well in the same week. And she got a $1,000 bonus. She also just went to green carpet. So Megan, really quickly, will you just kind of, other than what I've already shared, share who you are, where you're from, and a little bit about yourself?
Okay, I can't find Megan to unmute her because her name is not on here. So
okay.
I don't know who she is.
Sorry.
Hey.
Oh,
Did
she
I
unmuted herself. Okay, so that's a good tip for all of you guys. Make sure that your name is your actual name. First and last name.
Okay.
There you are.
All right. Good deal. Okay, so I'm Megan, and I have a 4-year-old, and my husband's in the Army. We live near Savannah, Georgia right now, but we were in Alaska for about 5 years, and that's when I became friends with Brooke. And I've thought about joining It Works for a really long time, but I'm a teacher, and I mean, like everyone, I made every excuse I could to not do it. And then, you know, I had just seen her have so much success with it. And I finally just kind of said, okay, let's try it. In April this year, my husband and I decided we wanted to try and have another baby the end of last year when he got back from a deployment. And when we got pregnant with our daughter, it was super easy. It happened really fast. But this go round, it has not happened that way. And I ended up having to go see a specialist, and we found out I've got some fertility issues going on. So we may be looking at IVF or some other different routes to get pregnant, which can be extremely expensive. And so I kind of decided, you know, well, if I can do this business and really work at it and make something of it, then we can have a little nest egg to kind of help us with that journey. So I joined, and I mean, do you want me to go over my frustrations yet or no? Do you want me to wait?
Yeah,
what do you want me to do?
You're fine.
Okay, just go. I'm on a roll. Keep going.
All right. So I know you guys had asked some of the other girls about their frustrations. And so I just wanted to share something that has been on my heart with that. Because when I first joined on Mother's Day, I think it was, I started signing up some customers, and that was awesome. It was exciting, but I wasn't really signing distributors. And that was kind of disheartening because I was like, man, how am I really going to do anything with this business if I'm not signing distributors? So I signed some people, and, they were kind of wary about it. And I tried to be motivating, and I know Brooke tried to be motivating. And I did. I got down a lot in June, but I didn't stop signing customers because I told myself, I said, you know what? If I can't get distributors, then I'm going to just keep signing customers and I'm going to make money that way. So I did. And then I went to green carpet, which was awesome. I was kind of like shell shocked, I felt, because there was so much going on and it was really exciting. But I got so much out of it just listening to people's success stories and these people who are just normal people, and they decided to take a chance on the business and they put their all into it, and they've made such an amazing life from it. And so I told myself when I left green carpet that I was going to reflect on my why, and I was just kind of do some soul searching, and I did. And then this last week I promoted to executive, I think on Tuesday maybe, and then Ruby on Friday. So, yeah.
I'm seriously so proud of you. And how you said, I know we're kind of struggling with, and you messaged me and you were kind of upset that you hadn't enrolled distributors. But I mean, I just went and looked, you've almost enrolled 30 loyal customers, which is freaking amazing because you've only been in for 3 months. Most people enroll 4 customers a month. So the fact that you've enrolled that many customers, and I know you've been moving them too, like, that's a huge thing. And I knew you were a little upset in June that you weren't enrolling distributors like you wanted, but you did message me and you were like, if I can't enroll distributors, I'm just going to keep enrolling customers. And I never would have thought that you had thought any more of it because you've just been so positive, like you've been so excited, and you've just literally put on this, like, I'm perfectly fine, I'm just going to keep doing it. Nobody would know that I'm not, satisfied with the results that I'm seeing right now. You know what I mean? And so I think that's huge. I knew that green carpet, I didn't know what it was going to be able to do for you, but I knew that green carpet was going to just be able to open your eyes. Like, literally, I was just so excited. I called Noelle and I was like, you have to meet my girl. You have to meet my girl. You have to take a picture with her. I was like, because I just have this really good feeling about her, and I know that something's going to happen. And then, after everything that you seen there and experienced, I watched your video the other day, which, again, I'm so proud of you for doing and stepping out of your comfort zone, doing your first video. It just made my heart, it just made me emotional to see that, this, because I have stayed consistent with it for almost, 4.5 years, that this could be something that allows your family to grow. And I was just watching your video, just like, holy crap, this can impact so many people's lives. And I just want you to know how proud I am of you. I believe that you started this business at the right time. If you would have started this business with me 4 years ago, you may not have been ready to have a baby. You may not have been able to get in this business and be ready to work the way you're working now. You know what I mean? And so, again, I'm just so proud of you. Is there anything, any tips or anything? You kind of went over everything. So any tip or anything you want to give anyone?
So the biggest thing that I've realized is, I went live, I think it was yesterday, for the first time. And I tried to be real and raw and myself. And since that video, I have had so many people who I messaged when I first started about being potential customers, and they ignored my message. These are people I went to high school with and stuff. I haven't talked to them in forever. But they ignored my first message. And so many of them have messaged me in the last 24 hours talking to me about their fertility struggles, or about, the fact that they get nervous in front of people, because I was honest about that on my video. And so it helps spark up those conversations. And whether that leads to a customer right now, whether that leads to a distributor right now, I'm still, like Noelle said, I'm planting that seed in there, and I'm getting that conversation going that 2.5 months ago they weren't interested in. So I think that that's really important. And then the other biggest tip is sending voice messages. When you're talking to potential distributors and even potential customers, because it lets them know that you're a real person, you're not a robot, and that you're invested in the conversation. And I've gotten like, I mean, when I went from executive to Ruby this week, that was how I was getting those customers. I was sending them voice messages and they were responding immediately, being like, hey, yeah, let's do this.
Yeah, you're freaking amazing. Put out a little challenge. And then I said, whoever can sign 4 customers by the end of this month. She did it in like, I feel like 2 hours, you guys. Like literally, she was just on it. She's like, here's my first one. Here's my second one. Here's my third. Here's my fourth. Like, seriously, I'm so proud of you. Again, I love sending voice messages. I send them to you all the time. I feel like, holy crap, she's going to get annoyed listening because I send them all the time. But it shows like how you're talking. People can hear how you know, there's so many things that can be misunderstood in a text. And so when people can hear your voice, when they can hear how you're feeling, especially a stranger, if they can hear, holy crap, this isn't a robot. This isn't a fake person. Like, she's answering my questions, you know, it gives them more of this, like, okay, I trust her. I trust her. Let's do this. Whether it be the customer or the distributor, I trust her because they hear you. And so I absolutely do that with all my customers and distributors too. Well, do you have any last thing you want to say? I know that we're pushing for in August, you're going Emerald and getting the $5,000 bonus.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else you want to say though?
I think the only other thing I want to say, just because I know in some chats and things like that, some people have felt discouraged lately that maybe some of their team members aren't working up they would like them to be working at. And I think just everybody remember to be positive, and you can only do what you can do. You know, you can only control you can only control your side of the business. So just keep pushing and make goals that you have specifically for yourself. And it's like Caitlin was saying, maybe make a checklist and check those things off and just stay focused on reaching your individual goals, even if those are small goals every single day.
Yeah, absolutely. Noelle, I know you met her in person. So is there anything you want to say?
Megan, I'm so proud of you for getting to green carpet when you were brand new in the business. I know that, you know, going to a corporate event, first of all, when you know no one, you have no money, you have to travel there, you have to find childcare, that just speaks volume. Most people won't even think about getting a ticket because they're terrified that they're going to show up and they're not going to know anybody and they're going to have a terrible time. And you showed up, figured everything out, and like that is just amazing. I'm so glad that I got to meet you. One of the things you said that I think everybody needs to hear and needs to learn is that after you left green carpet, you took some time to think about, why are you here? Let's redream, right? And you guys, like, that is so important. I don't even want you guys to start your August tomorrow until you have sat down and really think about truly why you are here. Because that's the only thing that's going to keep you going long term. Now, if you're here because you want to lose 10 pounds, okay, well, what happens after you lose 10 pounds, right? If you're here because you want to cover your cell phone bill, okay, well, what happens after you cover your cell phone bill? You're not going to be around very long. So to take the time to, like, literally, like, my dream board is sitting right over here, and I'm in my new office. I haven't hung it yet, but, like, it's there, and it's full of things that I have yet to do, and that I'm not going to stop until I accomplish. And once I accomplish those things, I'm going to fill it with the bigger things that are still floating around in my mind that I want to accomplish. And those things might take me 25 years to accomplish. But I'm going to do them because I want to leave a mark on the world. And I want to do that for my kids. And I want to do that for really generations to come. But, like, you guys need to think so big. So I think that that's so important, Megan, that you went home and you were like, okay, like, why am I doing this? And that why fueled you to go executive and to go Ruby, and I know will fuel you to go Emerald in the coming months and Diamond, and you're just going to keep going. So if you guys take that tip from her, and before you go to bed tonight or before you get out of bed tomorrow morning, write down, what are you dreaming about? And nothing silly. There's nothing too big, because that's what we do and it works. We dream, and then we make dreams our reality, and we get to help other people create their dreams and make those a reality. And the more people you help, the more successful you will become. So I'm just proud of you. I think that's amazing.
Awesome. Well, thank you. I loved meeting you, and it was fantastic. You were so positive, and you welcomed me in like, I had known you for 3 years, which was awesome. So I felt comfortable, and when I joined the business, the green carpet tickets, I think, had just gone on sale not long before that, and I saw it when I downloaded my It Works app, and I was like, okay. And I text Brooke and I said, hey, can I go to this? And she was like, yeah, do it. So I did it. And I was so thankful that I did, because it really just kind of kick-started my fire for all of it.
Absolutely. I 100% agree. And not saying that I don't obviously know, but I feel like you going to green carpet definitely made your promotions happen this month. I don't know where your mindset may have been if you didn't go and surround yourself with those people, and who knows if you would have such a strong vision of like why you're here. So
I agree 100%.
Yeah. Well, I'm so proud of you both for getting on here and just everything with everybody. I know, like I said, we're going to be back on here in August because you both are about to get $5,000 bonus, and that's going to be so exciting to be able to share with everyone how you did that too. So thank you guys for getting on here. I'm so proud of you. I'll probably talk to you tonight before I go to bed.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right. Awesome.
Well,
okay, so we are actually going to talk, you guys, I do want to get you off here before 10:30. I'm so sorry, but I just wanted, oh my gosh, there's so much good stuff. I hope you guys are taking tons of notes. So, okay, the next person I want to bring on is Carly Douthit. I think I said your last name right, and you're going to have to unmute yourself because I can't find you either. You gotta let me know where you're at.
Here.
Hi, how are you?
Hi.
Did I say your last name right?
You did.
Okay, awesome. Okay, so you guys, Carly went executive yesterday. She went Ruby today. She's been in the business for 7 weeks. She signed 8 distributors and 17 loyal customers to date, and she is just killing it. And you guys, like, I'm so proud of this girl. She opted in for this July runners group, and you guys will all have the opportunity to opt into the August runners group tomorrow morning, by the way. But she opted into this July runners group, and she has been blowing it up. Like, I'm just so excited. Like, you just came in, you're a breath of fresh air, and it's amazing. Your husband just went executive. Okay, so tell everyone who you are and where you're from.
Okay, again, my name's Carly. I live in Kansas City, Missouri. I'm from Orange County, California. I have 4 kids, 1 on the way, 2 stepkids. Yeah.
So you're like mildly busy. Just
yeah.
a little bit,
yeah.
maybe a little
Right.
tired. Awesome. Okay. So why did you start? Why did you join?
I had friends that were in the business, and I've seen them on Facebook, and they had all this success, and they were getting this trip here and this bonus here. And then somehow Dawn came into the picture. She was a friend of a friend, and I think she scoped me out, actually. I think she scoped me out, and I kind of followed her, and I watched her, and she was just so relatable and so real, and I just loved everything about her. And she obviously did this, and I said, I want that too. And I didn't even have the money to start the business. I was telling my mom and my husband for months, like, I really want to do this. I don't know if I can, but I just really, really want to. And then I just begged my mom. I said, can you help me, pay for the $99 to get in? I don't even think there was a promo. There might have been. And we got it, and I got her as a customer that day. I got a whole bunch of stuff and just kind of went with it. Didn't know what I was doing, no clue at all, just running with it. And I got my family to sign up, my dad, my stepmom, everyone, and just kind of did it.
So when do you find time to work with all of your kids?
I just message all day. I get up. I used to not get up and take a shower and get ready every morning. I just kind of used to go, and now I'm getting up early, and I'm messaging first thing in the morning, and it's really just all day. I just message. I'm always on my phone, which I don't really like to be, but with this business, that's what you have to do. So, when they nap, I really just go for it. I have 3 hours. Luckily, they nap that long. I have 3 hours to just go crazy, and I'm up till 2 o'clock in the morning helping my team. just doing whatever I can to just do it. Half the time I don't even know what I'm doing. I'm just doing it, and it's working.
Yeah, and you guys, I think that's so important because you can take the time to sit there and read your document library, and that's not going to make you any money,
I
right?
didn't even do that. I didn't like watch the videos. I didn't even know all that was there. I just went with it. Like I had no clue what I was doing, and I just was having success, like getting a customer and da da da. And yeah, I didn't even know all that was available.
And you find the answers as you go along, right?
Right.
I mean, you'll ask questions and we'll be like, well, this is where you can find the answer. And that's so powerful because then you know.
Oh, no, I can tell my people.
Yeah. That's awesome. Okay, so give everyone a social media tip for how they can build their business online.
I'm still getting used to it all too. I just, I go to my mom's friend list and I friend all her friends. And then I go to my husband's friend all his friends. And then I go to my friend's friends. And that's kind of what I've been doing. And then just messaging people, like if I see single moms or if I see people that, oh, I didn't have enough money for this, or just watch their posts and kind of just go after them and kind of just message them, hey, I have this opportunity, or I have this product that might help you. That's kind of what my thing is now. I don't know if that's a tip or not, but I'm still getting used to the whole, because my social media before was just my kids, pictures of my kids, that's it. And now I have to put me into it, which is a new thing for me, but I'm doing it.
That's awesome. Yeah, and I love that you talked about, like, really you just need to watch other people.
You do.
If you scroll your newsfeed, people will tell you what they need.
Right.
And I think that it's really important just to watch and listen to what they say and be that person that can help them. And if you can be that person that can help them and not just comment on their stuff, but specifically reach out and message them, that's where your best customers and distributors will come from.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome. And I know that you're in touch with Dawn, like all day, every day. Like you are connected to your,
yes, all the time.
Double Diamond. She knows what she's doing.
Yeah. Always ask the question. How do I do this?
Yeah.
How do I do that?
I love it.
Right.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Good. Okay. Well, is there any last tip you want to leave with everyone?
Just be excited. Just if you want this, you go for it. Like I'm a kind of person where I want something, I'm going to get it. So I'm going to find any means to get it. So I wanted rubies so bad. And I didn't even know how to get there. I didn't even know the whole chart thing. Oh my, I watched YouTube like 8,000 times. But I wanted it and I got it. And I asked everyone I knew. I asked my entire family, uncles, aunts, cousins. And literally I had like, I think 8 loyal customers since Saturday. Because family, I need you. I'm so close. And that's just my tip, I guess, is to just ask. Don't be afraid. Who cares if they say no? At least you asked anyway. So just message like crazy. Ask everyone. Be excited.
I love that. And you guys, like, people are going to tell you no. I mean, I messaged one of my good girlfriends from church today and asked her to do a host post for me because I've never asked her before. And she read my message and completely ignored it.
Right.
Like, hello, I see that you read my message. People are going to ignore you and they're going to tell you no. It just roll with it.
Yeah, just keep going. Gone to the next person. I messaged like 130 people one day. I had like maybe 2 respond and 1 say yes. So, I mean, oh well, just go on to the next, that's what you got to do.
I love it. Well, congratulations on your $1,000 bonus. I know that you have another bonus coming next month.
Yes.
Hey, I have to say something because she's just like, she's like a Noelle and a Dawn. She's just like freaking everything I tell her to do, she does. And every minute, I have hundreds of messages in my box, and it's not like I potentially ignore people, but I give my time to where my time is due, and she's earned my time, and she does everything I ask her to do. I tried explaining charting to Ruby 17,000 times, and it wasn't clicking. We weren't getting it quite, and I gave her video after video to watch, and she watched the videos, but she just was so hungry and willing, to learn and ask questions and just, go out there and find the information. I'm here as a resource, but like the business is the business. There's so much out there, you know what I mean? And she's she just helps so many people on our team. Like, she's just natural leader, and it's taken so much off my plate. July has really sucked for our family in so many ways, and it's just nice to have just somebody that, she's been on the phone, people that I've enrolled, she just is on the phone with them like till 2 a.m. helping them. It's just been amazing. And so you can make this business whatever you want if you really want to help yourself and if you want to help other people. And she's just like a shining example of that. So
I love it.
Awesome. Well, congratulations. I'm so excited for you, Carly, and it's been so good getting to know you.
Yes, thank you. You too.
All right. Okay, you guys. So we are going to come out here to one last person. We are going to talk to Erica Kenyon. And Erica, you're going to have to unmute yourself. Once I can find you.
I got it.
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing great. How are you?
Good. Okay, so I'm excited for everybody to hear your story because you are a comeback kid.
I am.
You were promoted to Ruby and got the $1,000 bonus. So tell everybody who you are and where you're from.
Okay. I'm Erica Kenyon. I'm from Kansas City, Missouri as well. And yeah, basically I did this before. I started, I think it was like 2 years ago, the first time that I did it. And I actually, my friend Jamie, who signed up under Dawn, was who I signed up the first time. And I kind of just did it because I was like, oh, I can earn some extra money. That's cool. But I wasn't hungry enough. I didn't have a drive really or a why. And so I kind of just quit. And I watched Dawn and I watched Brooke and watched how they grew their business. And I knew that it worked. And so I don't really know why I quit, honestly. I was just had excuses and was lazy. And so, yeah, I watched them. And recently this past year, I had a job change. And I moved to work with kids. And then I was going to be off for a month, which is not that long of a time, but it is a long time when you have bills to pay. And I was talking to my boyfriend and I was like, okay, so here's the options. I can either go find another job to like clock in because you're not going to be able to cover my bills, or I can sign up until it works again. And his response was he wanted, he's like, I'd really like it if you signed up to sell it works again because I know you'd be home. Granted, I didn't have the money to sign up, but I knew that it worked. I watched, like I said, I watched Dawn and I watched Brooke and everybody really, because I already had everybody on my Facebook page. And, I was never that person that believed that it didn't work. I actually was a loyal customer to another distributor during that time and even gave them tips, I'm like, don't quit. It's a really good business. And I know that it works while being a loyal customer. And I've done this before, but so one day I went to Dawn's page and I knew that her website was on there and I went and signed up. And then I messaged her and I said, hey, don't know if you remember me, but I totally just signed up underneath you to do this again because I need it. And this time around I was hungry because I know that it works and I knew that it did the whole time. I was just not hungry enough. So, yeah.
That's amazing. Okay, so you just had a mindset shift. You just weren't ready back then. You're ready now. You were able to say, I was just being lazy back then, and now you have a why. You have a bigger why, right?
Yes. Oh, yes.
Did you have a reason to be here before, or were you just kind of doing it for some play money?
When I first did it, yes, I was doing it for play money. And now, like, because I took the job change, I just want to be able to make sure that I can pay bills and give back and help. Like, I want to help people. I want to be able to help my other half pay the bills. And we don't have kids yet, but we're going to. And I want to be able to have that future set to where I don't have to worry, to where I don't have to freak out about things like that. And one of my really big whys is I just want to give back. I want to help people because I've been helped so much. I'm going to cry. Sorry. And that's what I want to do, because everybody deserves this chance, and everybody deserves to have that financial freedom and to be happy and to live their lives. And so that's just one of my other whys why. Sorry, I'm crying. So yeah.
That's amazing. No, and you guys, honestly, I love Erica's heart, because every person that you encounter that you don't offer this business to, every single mom, that you encounter, this could change everything for them. And what happens if you don't share the opportunity? It's not our job to make them say yes. It's just our job to say, I have something that could help. Are you interested? And I love that that's your heart, Erica. And because that's your heart, I know that you are going to continue to grow and thrive, and your team is just going to explode because you're doing it with the right intentions.
Thank you.
That's amazing. Okay, so give everybody a tip for working their business. And obviously you've been developing yourself and sewing into other people. But aside from that, what else can you give us?
I would just say personal development really helps. Last night I jumped on the newbie Zoom, even though I've done this before, where they had that power hour, and that was awesome. Just make sure that you're plugged in. Like everybody says, it tremendously helps to be plugged in, to talk to your uplines, to talk to your team members. Carly, she's been awesome. We've talked back and forth to each other, like, how can I do this, or where can I help you at? Just make sure that you're trying to help other people and get help where you need it, and don't be afraid to ask questions, and just don't be afraid of that no, or the days that are bad. There's going to be days that are good too. And, Dawn tells us that all the time. You're going to have days that are bad, but you're also going to have days that are really, really good. So don't let the circumstances around you, just don't let those make you have doubt, I guess. So, yeah.
So good.
I just want to say something. People leave this business for different reasons, and I never delete or unfriend. I think Erica even started a different business at some point, and then she did sign up as a loyal customer with somebody else, and I knew she did, but none of that bothered me. Like, I just love and support people and want whatever is good for them. And a lot of people leave and don't even tell you that they're leaving, and maybe I think it's because they're ashamed or what have you, but you just have to know to not take that personal. Like, I never took that personal. And when she came back and she signed up, and I have fully just entrusted in her and believed in her and been pushing her, and giving her all the same attention that I gave her before she signed up with somebody else underneath me, because regardless of who signs up with who, I always love on them, give them attention. But it just goes to show, never give up on somebody that quits on you. There's going to be people that, that aren't responding, or that quit, or that stop, or what have you, but you just never know when they're going to come back. So I'm just super excited that she came back, and she's totally just rocking it, and such an inspiration. So I'm so proud of you.
Thank you.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for being on, you guys. I hope that you guys got tons and tons of notes today. So excited for you, Erica. Congratulations on that $1,000 Ruby bonus, and I cannot wait to see you promote again next month.
Yes, I'm excited.
Awesome. Okay, you guys, so I'm actually going to stop the recording, and then I'm going to ask you to do something for me. But before I do that, I just want to remind you to go to events.itworks.com, get your ticket for Grand Rapids Green Carpet, message me or post in the team page and tag me. Do that. Post a screenshot of your ticket confirmation in the team page, tag me, let me know that you're coming, and we're going to find a house for all of us. We're going to make it happen. Unless it's like $10,000, and then we're not going to find a house for all of us, but we'll find a hotel for all of us. So we'll just figure it out. But either way, I want to take you guys to the Michigan beaches because they're beautiful, and I want to spend some time with you, and it's just going to be incredible. So, okay, let me turn off this recording, and then 1 second.